Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Insight. I am Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and very excited to be sitting in this sacred circle with each and every one of you this evening, Sunday, June 11th, 2023. Wow, wow. What a week we had, wrapping up that last week and starting a new one. It's been a very powerful week last week, and I'm sure many of us have felt it in one way, shape, or form. And but you know what? We're still here. We're doing good. Well, I think that's debatable, the doing good part. But just want to welcome all my viewers, whether you're watching live on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitter, on my LinkedIn profile page. Just welcome to all the viewers and live, and also that's going to watch the recording and listen to the recording on audio platforms. We are on multiple music streaming and podcasting platforms. So I just want to say hello, shout out to everyone. Appreciate each of you. And my website is whitesagewoman.com, WHITESAGE woman, WOMAN.com, whitesagewoman.com. All right. So just welcome. Let me see who we have here. YouTube chat. All right, Robert, hello, aka Shaman Bob. Thank you so much for your donation, Robert. That helps so much. Thank you. Hello, Ruth. Yes. Melissa was early. Oh my goodness. Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Destiny. Yay. All right. Just saying hello to everyone. Welcome. It's good to see you. Well, it's good to feel your energy in the circle, Destiny. It's good to see you too. so nice to see everyone. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Yes. So just giving everyone a few minutes to though. You're coming in and joining, sitting in this sacred space. Just taking a deep breath and just release everything. And you are in a safe and sacred space right now. So, yeah, just let it all go. So we had a very powerful week. A lot of things going on worldwide, and a lot of distractions, a lot of things that I would just say dismantling of the 3D. Dismantling of the 3D energies. Dismantling of the 3D corruption. This is all taking place. This is the chaos. And I know we're probably hearing, seeing, and experiencing a lot of chaotic energy. This is very much a necessary step within the whole universe. Chaos is very important. All right. It's that dark and light. You need both. We have to have the chaos and then the rebirth. And there's always this beautiful, it's all part of one. There's so many aspects of the one. But we need to recognize that beautiful dark and light as one and the same. And as far as recognizing the wholeness of it. So responding to setting boundaries up and protecting yourself to certain aspects of that is different. Okay. And that's not what I'm saying here. But hello, Robin. Yay. Welcome. So the gang's almost all here. So yes. Woohoo. So I've been drinking a lot of water today, guys. How about you? A lot of water. I just feel like I can't stay hydrated enough. So a lot of things happening. And like I said, but have you noticed, so at last week, like midweek, especially if you live in the Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. All these wildfires, smoke, that came and gave us really bad air quality. And there's so many things, are not really theories. There's a lot of sharings, and they're really, really good, going around. Ideas, people sharing their thoughts about it, and I love that. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. Have you noticed that more and more people are sharing their ideas or their thoughts on something that maybe the light bulb went off for you a while ago, and now we're seeing people now that light bulb's going off. And don't be so quick with, oh, well, I knew that like a year ago, or I knew that like 2 years ago. Just just observe that and smile and go, yes, yes, that's amazing. And that hey, if you have enough BS happening on a daily basis, it's bound to make somebody's light bulb go off, right? uh, their little alarm, their little, you know, hello, Wendy, to awaken. Um, so that's going on. But also, what I found fascinating was during that time too, and before I don't check the news or anything. I know it was a Wednesday and I was outside. I was doing yard work. I'm always outside. We didn't have it. It looked eerie, but not like the skies looked kind of eerie in the clouds, but not like it was in New York City. I've seen shots, the pictures of New York and New Jersey. Ours in Connecticut wasn't, that orange, but it did seem very sci-fi, looking. And but it was I was gardening, I was doing some yard work, and then I started to feel a little dizzy. And I was like, whoa, let me sit with the earth. And I was like, oh, the earth's energy is really high. And then I go in and just, okay, we had Wednesday afternoon Mary's show, we had Ruth's show, and Ruth was posting on our Telegram group. Goldylocks Productions has a Telegram group if you would like to join that. I mean, we have, we share things, well, that I personally wouldn't share on social media anymore, and I know Telegram's social media, but we have a fun time sharing and discussing, and it's a great place of learning and growing together, and it's a healthy exchange of ideas. We share beautiful, uplifting things, funny things, just I put the link in. Let me just throw it up on the screen too. It's very easy to find us on Telegram. All right. It's Goldylocks with a Y. If you would like to join in there. And so then when I felt dizzy and I was like, I was done with my work anyway. I was like, no, I'm just going to go in, hydrate, and just chill for a minute, check the Schumann resonance. And I checked the Schumann resonance, and then saw on Telegram in our group that Ruth had just taken a snapshot of it too. There's 120. The power of it was very high that day. And to me, that's why I felt dizzy and lightheaded, and I felt that way. And so, the whole air quality thing too. And I was like, well, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel in my lungs. I didn't have any of that. So, our planet, this beautiful biosphere, is a living being. And she was responding to those wildfires. So she was taking care of it her way too. Fight fire with fire. Aha. So don't ever underestimate. Remember I was saying like Mother Nature. Okay, sure, those are the nature avatars, the nature beings that are part of and working with this planet, this biosphere. But don't totally underestimate the power of this planet, the power of this biosphere that can just really shake us off. And this is what's happening. All right, if you can't match her energy, we're not going to ascend in physical form with her. Now, and there are many leaving this planet now. They're leaving their physical form and they are ascending. So just, it's not the end. We know that death is not the end, and this isn't the end. It's a beautiful, beautiful beginning. All right. It's a transformation. Everything's transforming. There isn't an end. And when something is final and complete, those energies are just recycled, reused and recycled. All right. So, oh, hello, Maureen on Rumble and the Rumble viewers. And if you would like to join Maureen in the live chat to the Rumble viewers, you can hit, I do believe there's a button that says join the live chat. So you could do that as well. If you would like to chat. If not, I appreciate you watching and listening, watching. So, yeah. So I thought that was interesting, was that, and I like to pay attention every day. I'm looking to see where the Schumann resonance is only after, as a validation, and when I do my grounding work in the morning time, and just having that connection with nature and with, okay, so how are you doing? Nature, this planet, how's everything going? And it's a nice validation. Do I feel calm? Do I feel, high energy? And then look at the Schumann resonance and getting back in. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So it kind of validates that. And I know Ruth is doing that too. Ruth likes to do that as well. And it's just really, really good. But I did connect those dots going, right. We got this. More and more people are paying attention to, this is what's happening. This is what's really happening. We're not falling for this, the wizard behind the curtain anymore, right? And yeah. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I do want to say that we had a very, very fun and healing spiritual message circle last night. Thank you to everyone who participated. And if you did not see that, you can watch that. Go back and watch that later. Not now. Don't leave this to go watch it. You can watch it later. If you missed it, it was really great. We had a great time together. And it was, you heard me briefly talk about, it was Joyce. Joyce came in and said hello, and that she couldn't stay too long. But she wanted to say that the suggestion of putting essential oil like clove oil in her belly button has been helping her. And so I was like, oh, that's great. And I just want to, and I couldn't remember the term or the method. It's called a specific method. So I finally looked it up, and this is what it is called when you put something into an essential oil in your belly button. It is the Pechoti method, Pechoti method. It's referred to, okay, as the Pechoti method. And that is when you're absorbing essential oils or any type of oils, in your belly button. You can do castor oil, can go through that too. And just to rub it. I like to do that before you go to bed, so that, it's not going all over the place, even though it should be absorbing in. But you can do it any time during the day. But I like to save it personally for me at nighttime. And so just a little bit about that. There's no harm whatsoever in putting some oil in your belly button. Just don't press down too hard on the belly button. We've already got that. There's a large amount of nerves around your gut, okay? And so that's why it is essential to put the oils there. I've heard so many people pros and cons with it, and it was like, but there's nothing there. Well, there's nerves all around that. There's nerves all around your gut. All right. So the oiling your belly button can be used to purify your blood, to remove impurities and blemishes in your body. So you can use all sorts of therapeutic oils, neem oil, rosehip oil, coconut oil. You can use lemon essential oils, and that's just to name some of them. Okay, uh, so and the castor oil, yeah, that's really big for pain reducing and anti-inflammatory. All right, because it has that rich concentration of the good acid. Let me see if I can the ricinoleic acid. It's a fatty acid compound that's present in it. And when we gently massage the castor oil into the belly button, it helps to alleviate joint pain, nerve inflammation, sore muscles, and lower symptoms of arthritis. So these are just helping with, all right, don't everyone, here's this, have a fit. This is who I am. This is what I do too, as well. Yes, spiritual intuitive, but also holistic health and wellness is a big part of who I am and what I do. And that was the reason of starting Goldylocks Temple of Healing, was for that purpose there. And I had to be nudged to do readings, that spiritual intuitive. I was like, no, I didn't want to say it out loud. I was like, in the closet about that. And no, I don't want to give anybody readings or messages, except for if it was in a healing session. And so then it was just pretend like you're in a healing session then. So that's really how I spend that with you guys, is it's a healing session. Anyway, so other oils you could use in the belly button: CBD oil for pain and or tension. And again, these are suggestions, okay? Tea tree oil, just a little. And all of these, you need a carrier oil, okay? Just a little bit of carrier oil. I take a couple of drops of carrier oil in my palm of my hand, and then a couple drops of the essential oil, and then mix it together and then rub it on your belly button. Okay, so that's how you can do that. Tea tree oil, very careful, you don't need much, just a drop for skin irritation and inflammation. Peppermint oil for nausea and gut pain. I was surprised by that one for peppermint oil, but it makes sense. All right, neem oil for skin and hair health. Ginger oil for nausea and inflammation. And here's something, you can find ginger essential oil. And I've got some really good, I got some good one from Amazon. And I have varicose veins, and I've always had them. They don't hurt. They've never hurt me. A gift from my mother. My mother had them really bad, but they hurt her. But mine don't. They're not painful at all. But I have found that taking the ginger essential oil with some carrier oil and rubbing it, starting at my ankles and going up. When you're going to rub your legs, your calves like that, you're going to start at your ankles and go towards your heart, up, okay, and up to the knees. So that's some really powerful stuff. I mean, your legs will feel kind of hot and tingly, but it really opens up the circulation, okay? And so talking about the ginger oil, but that's interesting. I've never tried that in my belly button. My personal favorite too, is clove oil. It's great for digestive upset, gastrointestinal issues. And there's some who feel like it helps your liver as well. Okay. Now, we know, I have to put this disclaimer with essential oils, they're not to be used. If you have medications, you want to be very careful. The interactions with that, they're not for pregnant or breastfeeding women, anyone with bleeding disorders, or for children. And bleeding disorders, you should introduce cayenne pepper, organic cayenne pepper, into your life. And so it's just the benefits of cayenne pepper. look it up if you're not familiar with it. And I have found, what search engine you use something other than Google, unless you want to compare. But you use Brave, Firefox. There's other ones that you could use to do some research with. I always like to still compare and see what one says and what the other one says, and just, so if you talk in anything, and I found this about your holistic health and wellness, oh no, they don't like people doing that type of research. But anyway, just saying. Okay, so before I forget, from now until the 14th, just 3 more days. From now to the 14th, there is free shipping and handling in the Goldylocks Productions shop. All right, and so please check that out. I'm going to add some more merchandise in there tomorrow. Today was just a busy day and you get to it. So I'm going to put the link in there, I think. No, here's the link. All right. I'm going to put the link to click on. I think a lot of people have it by now. The link to go to the Goldylocks Production Shop. It's free shipping and handling on anything if you want to shop there. Okay, take advantage of that. And let's see, here it is. I'll put this banner up here so people who are watching. And so that's a great question, Maureen. And thank you for that. So if there's any questions that you guys have that we're talking about, let's share. Okay, you can ask a question and let's share. I'm not going to give normal readings tonight, like so to speak. We're going to have discussion about health and wellness, and I feel how important that really is. Okay, so the Goldylocks Production Shop is shop.spreadshirt.com/Goldylocks. Goldylocks with a Y. Goldylocks-Productions. All right, so that is where you can go look at that merchandise. Tomorrow, I'm going to need to add, we have a new show. Mary Gundrum, her Wellness Mary, has her show, and I've got to create her a couple of designs and put them in there for her as well. And if y'all ever have any designs, ideas for the shop, let me know. Like, shirts you'd want to see or anything like that. Open to suggestions. I love that creative interaction that we have. All right. And we do have a very creative group. So, all right, Maureen had asked, what's the best brand of oils to get? So, I've been using oils like I know many of us have here for over 30 years. And what was available at the time, it was like we would have to trial and error test before more and more of these natural shops and places opened up. I was really lucky to have been around some really good shop there in Virginia Beach, and that originally was open to support Edgar Casey's formulas and all of his recipes. And so I still so I'm really grateful for that, the Heritage Store in Virginia Beach. And it's still there, right, Robin? I think last time I checked it was still there. So the Heritage Store, so I was kind of lucky in the 90s to have that to go to while we were still in Virginia. And then trying to find them, though, once we moved around, it was a little bit difficult. And now online, it's so much easier to find these things than it was 30 years ago. So what brand? I have my favorites. It's trial and error to see what you like. Okay. Believe it or not, the two oldest ones. Okay. Young Living. I think it's Young Living. Am I saying that right? Young Living oils. And believe it or not, Nature Sunshine has had essential oils for a long time. And they revamped, or they really upgraded and pumped it up. See, I've been with Nature Sunshine for 10.5 years using their products. And then when they upgraded to MLM, of course, I'm right there. I think it was 5 years ago. I went to I participated in the one and only. They wanted to do a lot of essential oil certifications. And I went to a weekend class, got certified, and then something had happened. I'm not sure what it was, but they went a different direction. And so I was very, very happy that I didn't drag my feet and I went and got that. And so I learned a lot from that. So Young Living, Nature Sunshine. Also, too, I love um, Mountain Rose. Am I saying that right? Mountain Rose. You can get herbs. So whatever I can't get from Nature Sunshine, I like going to Mountain Rose herbs. You can buy in bulk. So I trust Mountain Rose. I've been using them for a long time, and their oils. And so when their essential oils go on sale, and they have really good sales, I will go there. Uh, and yeah, here it is. It is Mountain Rose Herbs. You can get great recipes too from here. I just find that this is a very resourceful um, website to go to, Mountain Rose Herbs. So they are, yeah, Sarah, right? You can buy the things in bulk. And so I'm just going to put this link up here to Mountain Rose. So some of the newer ones, no, it's very, very big. I'm not going to mention that name. All right, but there's one, and they were caught doing some very unethical methods. So I'm just putting that out there, okay? And I'm not going to say the name because I know a lot of people have been involved with it, and they are, and they are, oh wow, it's and that's fine. I've tried some of their products. I just was not pleased comparing to what I have used in the past. I didn't think that they were any. I didn't think that they were compatible, even level. Let me say that. I really thought that they were below par. They didn't meet it. So that's all I'm going to say. And walk away. And that's my, and it's the D word. You can figure out what oil company that is. But they did get caught doing some unethical things. And I'm not going to talk about what, but that's all I'm saying. You use what's right for you. All right. You use what's right for you. Let me see. I think I missed a message here. A comment. Let me scroll back up here. Veronica. I can't wear tea tree oil to my daughters because her cats react. Timmy, my catnip. My cat doesn't react like that, thankfully. Tea tree oil. Yes. I have a funny story about tea tree oil. You got to be very careful with tea tree oil on your pets. And I know they say use it. You can use it on pets to help with a flea, tick, all this other stuff. I'm going to tell you the best thing, if your pets have flea and tick, it's their diet. It's their diet. You need to change their diet. Don't put stuff on them. Don't expose them to chemicals. But if you use tea tree oil, I wouldn't even recommend it for pets anymore. But there used to be where you could put a drop or two in the bath for the dogs, in with their soaps and stuff, and it would help them, right? And so we had this was years ago. We had two prior furry babies, and beautiful Apollo. So I was out of town for the weekend doing some kind of spiritual retreat, and so my husband gave the dogs a bath, right? And he put too much tea tree oil in. Well, if 1 or 2 drops is good, I'll just put more. He put too much. And then my sons are calling me. So it was a spiritualist for the spiritualist church retreat. It was up in Maine. We went the weekend. And so my sons are calling me, Mom, Apollo's hind legs, he can't walk. And I'm like, your dad works around the corner. Can you please call your dad? I'm in Maine. I was concerned. So that's what had happened. It was just a temporary side effect. It was too much and it messed with his muscles and he couldn't walk. It took him, I think 3 or 4 hours and it wore off. It wore off, but it was just like, oh my, it was very scary. And I said, you know, my husband didn't, we didn't have that conversation. And he was like, well, I just thought if 2 drops were good, I'll just add more. You cannot do that with essential oils. We know essential oils are very powerful. 1 drop is very powerful. So anyway, lessons learned. Woo! You can laugh about it now. It wasn't funny at that moment, but it's funny now, right? Oh, anyway. But yeah, I can see where cats have a funny reaction. That's a funny story though, Veronica. Thanks for sharing that. That's great. Treat you like catnip. Oh, they just love your energy. That's what it is too. So hi, Amber. Let's see. I like to use Young Living. Yep, Eden's Garden. Oh, that's another. I've heard of them too. Yeah, and yes, very good. Those are good brands. Yes, I've heard of Eden's Gardens. Very good. Thank you for sharing that, Amber. Yes. Let's see. In the 1980s, Wendy, let's see. Let's share this up here. The 1980s, I used brewer's yeast in my cat's food when she had kittens to get rid of fleas. Oh, that's very good. That's a nice tip. Thanks, Wendy. Very, very good. Thank you. Okay. So if we have time, Destiny, absolutely. I want to share a couple more things here. We're talking about health and wellness. And because it's important, we always talk about spirituality, maintaining that balance and staying balanced as much as possible. And so we have to work on ourselves, mind, body, and soul. And where you're given a lot of mind and soul tips and want to help the body too. So when you feel good, you can concentrate and do your spiritual work, right? But when you feel like crap, you don't want to do anything but feel better. I get it. I've been there. Been there, done that. Before I move on to something else, I just want to mention this really quick. We have a new sponsor. Mary has a new sponsor on her show. Wellness Mary has a new sponsor, The Intention Teddy. The Intention Teddy. Well, I got one. And this is what the Intention Teddy looks like. The Intention Teddy Bear is to teach children about crystals. All right. And so it's from Mary and Nancy. I love it. It has a little zipper back here. You open it up and you can stick crystals right in there. You can buy just the teddy bear. It comes with crystals. You can choose what package you want. I just got the teddy bear one, but they did put a pouch in here, so you can put a bunch of crystals in here and then stick it in the back and zip it up too. And so I love this, and it's for me. No, because I was like, you know what, my sons are grown now. This would have been perfect for them because I used to stick amethyst points like this, just not really, really big, but a couple of them in their pillowcase on the bottom, so that, that they were under the pillow, but in the pillowcase so they wouldn't knock them off the bed, and to help them sleep. So if they had this, right? If we had this, now they're cuddling with it. It's no different thickness than if they're sleeping on it, like a pillow, right? So now kids will hold it and still get the benefits of the crystals that's inside. They get that, right? Yes. Hello, Carol Ann. So they get the benefits of crystals and feeling that power, right? Isn't it beautiful? I'm going to share the link. And so I love this. This is our newest sponsor on Wellness Mary Show. I just wanted to show it to you because I actually have the product in hand. Okay, you just go to marynancy.com. It's called the Intention Teddy, and I love it because I know when I take my crystals out of my pillow every morning, and I like to put them so that they can get the sun, not direct sun, but they can get the sunlight in, recharge, so to speak, and then put them back at nighttime. So they're warm. Even though I'm not having direct contact with them, our body heat, our aura, our energy heats them up, and you can feel it. So this is going to heat up, and this is going to be beneficial. So now they're cuddling with it, and they're getting that the gemstone therapy. Isn't that beautiful? So it's just like, oh, I just do. Now, if you have a dog that won't shred it, if a dog's not feeling well, you could do the same thing too. If you're concerned about a pet, you know, swallowing or eating a crystal, swallowing a crystal, I would do this for a pet too, as long as they weren't going to sit there and tear it and shred it all up. But it's very affordable, totally worth it. I love it whether you have a kid, a child, or for yourself. It's really great. Really great gift. Make it a gift for other people's too. A gift for yourself as well. So there we go. Check that website out, The Intention Teddy. You love it now. You will really love it when you have that in hand. Okay, so share that with you. Let me catch back now with the comments now. Let's see. Wow, that's great for distant Reiki too. I'm glad you brought that up. So yes, Veronica, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. Yes. And let me tell you why. When we learned Reiki, right? For distant Reiki, you would use a teddy bear. You would say the person, and then as you're working on the teddy bear, you're working on the person you're sending distant healing for. Absolutely. And then you put the crystals in there, right? That you want to use for their healing. Very good, Wendy. I'm glad you said that. And so, yes, Carol Ann, cutest little bear. I love that, Amber. I know this is my thought too, right? She forget children up my one for me. Yeah. Right? So I was like, mine. It's so funny because I know, Veronica, I want one. Because my oldest son came over Friday and he saw it and he's like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, it is, isn't it? It's mine. I know. He has too many dogs. They would shred it. And he knows that. He's like, no. But anyway, it was just cute because there was that moment of, well, no, this is mine. But it's like, you still sleep with crystals under your pillow? Yes. I was like, okay. So yes, we love that idea for distant Reiki. Yes, that's how we were taught traditional Reiki for distant healings. Was you could use. Well, think about this. I don't want to say it this way, but voodoo uses what dolls? Voodoo dolls for someone. But we're not going dark like that, okay? And I'm not saying that voodoo's dark. Okay, it's a very beautiful if you keep it balanced. I guess with anything, even sending healing, you can spin it in a dark way and do damage instead of healing. So but they use step-ins for somebody. Let me just say that. And so whether it's a doll, whether it's a teddy bear, okay. So yeah, very, very nice. All right. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about mushrooms. I took I wanted to learn more about mushrooms, and I took a mushroom. I went through a webinar, like it was like a week of learning. So I sat through this class, and they talked about mushrooms and even the psychedelics with it. And I personally am not into the psychedelic mushrooms, the microdosing. That's not for me. But it's interesting to learn, and I was there to just learn more. And so I wanted to learn more about mushrooms. And because I had found a site that I really liked, and so I wanted to get the mushrooms from this particular place or some of the products. And I just wanted to do your research, right? Do your homework, do the research. And so, excuse me, the products I'm going to talk about right now, excuse me, is from a lot of you may know this. I'm going to stick this in here. All right, it's Cultivate, Elevate. If you want to click on there while I'm talking about it so you can sit, if you can. If not, you can go back to it another time. But if you want to click on it and go to the products, and as I'm explaining everything, then you can kind of read along with me or see the products. All right. And so I'm going to throw this up here because I know that actually it is in the show descriptions, in the links. It's on my website. Okay, it's like superfoods and minerals. So they have a lot of, and this is what is different than just a supplementation. I'm for, let's get this, herbs are food. Let's get superfoods, and minerals. Those are the things that we need to be concentrating on and putting into our bodies. So I really like this. Some of you may know Cultivate Elevate because he has become known as the electroculture guy, which I love that too. So then I was like, yes, I like this. I became an affiliate because I like the products, and it's like, and I've got them, I've used them, all of it, all of these, all right, all of that. I've used all their products. But what I'm going to talk about right now is the mushrooms. Okay. And there's different types of mushrooms. And if you wanted to click on the link and see what they have, you could do that, or just go later, but just listen. So it's, and I learned a lot, but, so I'm going to share that with you guys. So Tremella, Tremella, probably saying that wrong, that type of mushroom. Now, it contains amino acids and are crucial for production of collagen, helps improve levels of the hyaluronic acid in the body, which can help moisture and improve the texture of your skin. Has the highest source of vitamin D. 28,800 IUs per bag. Wow. And so this comes in powder and in capsules now. They just put this in capsules, but I was taking it in powder form. You can put it in smoothies, protein shake, or it says oatmeal, or two capsules daily. We're taking the capsules, and we do that like after dinner. So, all right. So lion's mane, it's a perfect superfood to add to your morning coffee or tea. And it can be matcha tea too. I put this in a matcha tea, and it's really good. So it's high in antioxidants and boosts your brain power. Studies show that lion's mane stimulates new brain cell and nerve growth. It's a natural superfood to support the immune system, supports the memory. It helps delaying or avoiding memory loss. It helps your nerve health and heart. May support alleviation from depression and anxiety. And that's half a teaspoon in your coffee, tea, smoothie, or protein shake. And a lot of places is having mushrooms now. I mean, I'm seeing ads for mushroom coffee, for everything else. It's exploded. Mushrooms have exploded. So I have had regular cordyceps. So this was different, and this was on Cultivate Elevate. This is I'm not sure if this is exclusive to them. I've taken regular cordyceps, a different brand, but this is cordyceps sinensis. So it's natural energy booster. It creates endurance and boosting. Like if you were exercising performance, it's one of the many great benefits of this mushroom. It inhibits the tracheal contractions and allow for increased airflow to the lungs. It helps support the libido, the adrenals, the energy, and stamina. All right. And they say that this one is great, a half a teaspoon in powder form to smoothies or your shakes before working out. Okay. Then we've heard of the reishi turkey tail mushroom. Calms your central nervous system. Um, is antioxidant rich and essential adaptogens for wellness. It enhances the immune system and reduces stress. It improves sleep and lessen fatigue. Maintain and support gut health. Aha. And so this comes in capsules as well. I don't think, do they have? Yes, it was in powder, and they just put it into capsules now too. And we take it with or without a meal. I still have it in powder form. And yeah, that's what I was putting in my night coffee. Now, what I have in my morning coffee, okay, is the 6-mix mushroom extract. I like this blend. So I was getting a mushroom coffee that had coffee. It just said coffee, but what type of coffee? And it came with the one that you're drinking, the brand that you drink, Wendy, because I told you about that brand. So I was doing just looking at it, researching, and I'm like, I want to know, I want to be in command of what coffee I'm using. So I'm getting, no artificial or natural flavors, no flavor, just 100% coffee, right? I'm getting like the fair trade, making sure it's organic coffee. So I'll put the coffee, brew the coffee first. Then I'm adding a half a teaspoon of this into, after I've already brewed it, adding it to the coffee, stirring it up, just giving it time to just, all blend together. Okay. And then you can add, if you like, a little bit of dairy, non-dairy, whatever you want to put in for a creamer. You can do that. I found some they're coconut, whipping cream, like in a can, coconut whipping cream for desserts and things. If you want a treat, you can put that on there too, and it's really good. But coconut milk or any, whatever type of milk or creamer that you want to use, it's a nice treat. And sometimes I would even add cinnamon to it, just sprinkle some cinnamon in there. All right. This is my new favorite. I do this in the morning because with the 6 mushrooms you're getting, okay, is the Mishima, the reishi, the cordyceps, lion's mane, tremella, and myotic, the MAITAKE. All right, so this is the ultimate blend for maximum benefits. It boosts your brain power, your focus, your gut health, and vitamin D. It helps support digestive and strength, support steady energy throughout the day. So I do this one in the morning time. And I put that right into coffee. Again, I've even tried this in matcha tea, and it's good as well. Okay, so, and that's talking about the superfood mushrooms in powder form. Let me see. Veronica, I know mushrooms are very beneficial, but I just can't eat them because I gag. Even if I know they're in the food I'm eating weird. It's the same with eggplant. Yes, I get you. Here's the thing too. We shouldn't be eating mushrooms raw. Don't eat mushrooms raw. That was something I learned in the course. And I was like, what? Because we would we would put mushrooms raw in our salads and stuff, and it was like, don't, because it's the way our bodies, the way that it converts, the way our bodies, we shouldn't have raw mushrooms. What, you make sure they're cooked. So you stir fry them, you saute them, you put them in soups is fine, but we should not be eating them raw because it does not help us. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's see, when he goes, I was thinking about adding coconut oil to my coffee. Yeah, there you could add that. That's good too. Yeah. So, Ruth, does your coffee taste like coffee or like mushrooms? It tastes like a coffee. See, I like the taste of coffee. If people who are hooked on these artificial flavor, oh, this taste and this taste, I think they've forgotten what real coffee tastes like. I like a medium roast. And I find that that blends in with the mushrooms. And so to me, it's just a strong cup of coffee. Sprinkle some cinnamon on top, a whipped cream. Thank you. And then like I said, I put the coconut whipped cream on top, and oh, it's so good. That's a little treat. And then, but even without that, I've just used. Sometimes I'll use almond milk or coconut milk in there too, and it tastes really good. It tastes good. So it doesn't taste now. You can just take the mushroom powder, put it in hot water, and drink it, and that tastes like mushrooms. That's mushrooms. So yeah, that's good, Wendy. Yeah, you like the mushroom coffee? That's good. Yes, yeah. So I did too. Just wanted to try different things, and and then there are other products that's on that website too. And I've tried the pearl, natural pearl. Great benefits with that. Shilajit. I know there's a lot of people that sell this Shilajit. And so I'm going to tie into another brand that Robin excuse me, told me about last night, and I really, really like them. And I was doing research on their website today, and I bought some, Robin. Okay. It's and I think I've been on this website before because when I went there and it looked very familiar to me, and they're out of New Jersey. It's the iamjoybrand.com. iamjoybrand.com. Check those products out. A lot of healthy minerals that our bodies need. Now this, so they have a Shilajit as well. Yeah, I know you noticed. Yeah. So I got the Ormus Gold, Robin. Both that's the one. I mean, well, there's so many different Ormus, but I got the gold one. That's got the other stuff in it too. Yeah. So it's I forget the blend, but because they have a lot of great products, I'm trying to remember them all. But I could see, and you know what? I'm going to get the ocean one next up, but I don't want to try. Here's the thing: you don't want to introduce more than one thing to yourself at a time. So that way, if you have a reaction, you know what it's to. And I'm not talking about, oh my gosh, a bad reaction, but you will know if you start to feel different. So just introduce one new thing at a time. So I'm starting off with one product and see how I feel, and if I like that, if I feel like it's not making a difference, then I'll switch to try another one. I could see why, yes, that C one is perfect for you, Robin. Absolutely. So, yeah. So I'm just going to refer this to I Am Joy brand as well. And so there's just a lot of great products, and we have to be careful and do our due diligence, right? And so where are they made from? Where they're coming from, and if they are in the United States, that's important right now when it comes to minerals, superfoods, anything like that. We really want to stay within your country, okay? If you can, stay within your country. I mean, if if you can have access to them and they're outside the country, then do that as well. But just, I know we all kind of feel that way as well. We should be buying locally, sure. And that is going to be coming up more and more in the future. We'll be able to do that. Let's see. Wendy says, oh yeah, with the mushrooms. Coffee. I am solving crossword puzzles more quickly. Yes, it really does help. That sharpness, right? So yes. A good brand. And it's a good brand too. The Four Sigmatic. Sigmatic. Four Sigmatic is a good brand. And you can get those on Amazon as well. And they have a lot to choose from. So anyway, I've tried all sorts of different mushrooms and from different brands. And so you've got to just kind of, hey, this works. I like this. Um, so yeah, yes, that's wonderful. Woohoo! Okay, so I think was that everything that we wanted that I wanted to go through. And look at that. Uh, Thank you, Robin. And there's something else. I buy local honey to help with allergies. And you said not to use a metal spoon. Yes, how many people we know that if you put metal, if you take a metal spoon and put honey in it, that metal deactivates all the good healing enzymes of honey. Use a wooden spoon, okay? If all you have is plastic, please stop using plastic. My plastic, especially if you use plastic spoons to put, something like for hot tea or hot drinks or something, that's just, you got to think about the off-putting, the gas off-putting, or what kind of reaction from that heating up, okay? So wooden. Now I have stopped using actually metal utensils and have found a really nice set of wooden utensils on Amazon. I love them. They are great. And it really does enhance the flavor of food. We don't, and that showed me how much our metal utensils can interfere with the enzymes of herbs in the foods that we're eating and consuming. So just try it. You ever wondered why Asians use chopsticks, wooden chopsticks? They don't use metal, all right, because they know that that enhances the enzymes. It's used to enhance it, not destroy it. All right. So there are it's just any metal, because I was looking it up and researching it just to see what about sterling silver is good. The silver spoon is supposed to be good. Or if anyone has a gold, a 14 karat gold spoon. But it's just best just to use wooden. That's the number one. You know, um, you can do bamboos. I mean, you can the bamboos. The big serving spoons. You can use those, but these are really nice fork, knife, spoon set, utensil set. Like I said on Amazon, and they're sealed nicely. I mean, you can eat with them. The knives are. I don't eat meat, so I can cut my vegetables, noodles, whatever I need to cut. Cuts nicely. All right. So yeah, check that out and just notice it. So absolutely, see, you will see how much more powerful your honey is now. Okay, make sure it is organic. And I saw some, it's that name trickery, right? They say raw on the front label. Oh, this is raw honey. Flip it over. It's just honey. And then I saw this other honey, and I turned it around, looked at the ingredients, and it's like organic honey. And I'm like, that's what you want. Yes, organic honey, very good. I know they have really, really good honeys that are expensive, but I'm with Robin. You want to kind of buy local. Let's try to do buy local. So I love that, Sarah, because I just pour it from the jar right into my mouth. You could do that too. I love that. I love that. That's great. Okay. So there you go. So I hope that this has been helpful. This has been fun. And I love the sharing and the learning together. I don't know, everything. I don't even claim to know everything. And we're all learning and growing together. And I love that. I love that. So let's see. Veronica is in Australia. And what does she say? She says that the plastic disposable cutlery is banned here. So wooden cutlery is available in supermarkets now. So cool. I'll get a set. Thank you. Yes. I love that. Bravo. Bravo. It needs to be banned everywhere. It really does. And yeah, Veronica's laughing at Sarah. Yeah, that's funny, right? There you go. I'm claiming this bottle of honey. It's mine. Oh, so Veronica, eat with that and see if you notice the difference. If the foods taste, more savory, just taste, if you notice a difference. Okay. So, thank you so much, each and every one of you. Thank you. Now, next Sunday is Father's Day, so we'll not be having a show for Father's Day. But I will return the following Sunday, which will be the 25th. Wow, the last Sunday. The time whoosh, just going by so fast. So I will return to my show June 25th, and may each of you, the men, have a great Father's Day. Celebrate the masculine, the Christ consciousness. Mother's Day is the feminine, and the Mary Sophia Christ consciousness. The fathers, and whatever you have, good, bad, ugly, of a father figure. Let's take it higher. Heal that. Let's take it to the male, that masculine side that needs that love and that healing and that Christ consciousness. All right. And we should be doing this every day. Okay. And that balance. Oh, let me see one more thing, just real quick. What Veronica says, wooden comes with takeaway, and I had noticed, but thought it was my imagination. No, it's not your imagination, Veronica. And then the whole fact about don't use metal with honey, that's a great validation right there, right? It absolutely is. All right, so thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of the week. You know where to, find other wonderful shows. So thank you all so much. And don't forget, free shipping and handling on the Goldylocks production shop if you are inclined to do so. Have a wonderful week. Continue to shine brightly. May love, peace, and light be with you always. You are the source frequency of love, light, and peace. So shine on. Much love to each of you.